Get off, next car, come and Joe, I do not pile off.
Since it was formed just 11 months ago, the English Defence League has become the most significant far-right street movement the UK has seen since the National Front in the 1970s. The organisation's leadership claims it is peaceful and non-racist, concerned only with opposing what it terms Islamic extremism.
Asians, innit? Don't like the bloody Asians.
But The Guardian found that explicit racism and violence were never far away.
It's taking over, aren't they?
Yeah.
They need knocking down a peg, don't they?
Taking over what?
Everywhere. Civilization. They're just breeding like mad.
God bless every single person in this country, of all religions, creeds and cultures. And you know what? Even God bless the Muslims. They'll need it for when they're burning in fucking hell.
The Guardian spent 4 months following the EDL around the UK. From January to April, I watched as the movement grew, filming them secretly and in the open, as they gathered in London, Dudley, Bolton and Stoke. One of their leaders told me how excited he was by what had been achieved in just a matter of months.
We're only 9 months old, you know what I mean? We're only 9 months old. And look at it, this is like the biggest street movement ever in England. Whenever there's a problem, people of Britain fucking hit the streets, you know what I mean? This is 9 months old and look at it.
The Guardian did look at it. It found a movement that was growing in strength. A movement that plans a summer-long campaign targeting some of the UK's biggest Muslim communities. The English Defence League was formed in Luton in June last year. It has brought together a disparate group of football hooligans, far-right activists, and many who have never been on a political demonstration before. What unites them is a rampant, and sometimes violent, Islamophobia. January 2010. It's 10:30 AM on a cold Saturday morning in Stoke, and the EDL are gathering at the Reginald Mitchell pub. The police are ready and waiting too. Inside the pub, EDL supporters take advantage of the early bar. As the drink flows, the atmosphere becomes highly charged. After 4 hours drinking inside the pub, EDL protesters spill onto the streets, attacking police lines. Officers are outnumbered and 17 people are arrested.
What we're seeing now is the most serious, most dangerous political phenomenon that we've had in Britain for a number of years. With the EDL protests that are growing week in, week out, there's a chance of major disorder and a major political shift to the right in this country.
In early March, the EDL converge on London, meeting in a pub near the Tate Britain on the banks of the River Thames. Once again, the police are waiting for them. This time, the EDL are on better behaviour. The Dutch politician and infamous Islamophobe Geert Wilders has been invited to screen an anti-Islamic film at the House of Lords, and the English Defence League has come out in support. This time they are granted permission to march and head from the Thames to Parliament. On the way, they meet with opposition. Groups opposing the English Defence League have faced a campaign of threats and intimidation. Wayman Bennett received this anonymous phone call the day after a counter-demonstration in Bolton.
You are a coward. You're a far-right piece of shit, coward, commie bastard. You come here, Birmingham, mate. You're fucking going to get sorted, boy, okay? You piece of shit.
Bennett is head of Unite Against Fascism, a group that staged a number of demonstrations against the English Defence League. He has received countless abusive and threatening messages. This one was left on the office phone on 21st of March 2010. It's currently being investigated by the Metropolitan Police.
Anti-fascist. You're Al-Qaeda. You're here. You remember that? You'll be sorted, motherfuckers. You go 5 lines like a coward. You can't come on the street like that. 100 people behind there because you're a piece of shit. Man, come to Birmingham, you're fucking gonna get sorted, you prick.
I actually think that you can see that situation's hotting up, and they're being much more aggressive. They are openly planning to attack people, I believe, and I think that something really should be done about this.
Journalists covering the rise of the EDL have also faced intimidation. Jason Parkinson has filmed many of their demonstrations.
We've seen a lot of journalists being punched and hit and suffering other sorts of assaults as well.
Fuck off! Fuck off now! Fuck off now! Fuck off! Right? Fuck off!
What we are seeing is that small groups of far-right activists are latching onto the EDL and trying to use it and direct it in a political way to cause trouble. We're seeing Combat 18 people, National Front, BNP people moving in, trying to organise people, trying to divide people and trying to use the EDL as a political fighting force.